Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and on this episode today I got an invitation from a very good friend of mine to do a tour of her studio apartment. So come with me. So guys, we all know that for those of us who want to get into studio apartment spaces, the biggest challenge that most people normally have is to utilize that small space that you have. So starting out with the shoe rack, started out with this one because it's just next to the doorstep. I feel like her choosing to put this shoe rack here was this is the best strategic point to actually place your shoe rack. It makes it very easier to actually maneuver, because mostly when you're done dressing up and you want to leave, what's the last thing to put on? It's your shoes. So it makes it easier. You just have to like come pick your shoes. Then there's also like a very nice mirror over here. You can look at yourself. Then you can leave. Then I also love how she has utilized the space above here. She's a woman, and like they need spaces for like their ointments, their makeup, and their perfumes. So I love how she has utilized the spaces over here, and also she has her accessories over here. So it just makes it easier when you're done dressing up. You just have to put your shoes, accessorize, look at yourself on the mirror, then you leave. So guys, we also know that lighting is something that is very essential for any living space. I mean, you can't live without lighting in your house. It helps bring out the beauty in your space. And with this particular studio apartment, she chose to do the warm white type of light. There are many different types of light, and I know most of us get that confusion, whether you should buy like a white light or a red light or a blue light. And it's mostly advised, by the way, to use the warm white type of light, because it helps create that ambience and give your space a cozy feeling. And honestly, this is what caught my eye when I got in. It makes the space very, very much addictive. And you just don't have to like leave your light like just empty just for people to see the bulb. You can add a little bit of decoration. This is called a pendant. It also adds some bit of touch to the decoration in your house. Then coming over here, we also have these are called the table lamps. There's this one, and you can see there's also this one. So basically, the importance of this, for those people who love reading, as you can see, she loves reading a lot of novels over here. It helps with that. It helps with reading, and sometimes maybe you just don't want that that light at the top. You can use this one over here. Then we also have this light over here. I don't know if you guys can be able to see it. Yeah, that specific light over there. Yeah, it's just some bit of like decoration that you can add to your house. At some point you just don't want to like have the lights on, but again you don't want to be in total darkness, so you can choose to switch this particular light and this one, and just like you're in bed and these are the only lights under the bed that are working, just to make sure you're not in total darkness. Your couches out there don't really need to be empty. As you can see, she has spruced them up by adding throw pillows on the couch. And also spaces like these, throw pillows are really important. They're really important because these are they come in handy. Sometimes you may not have a coffee table and you need a place to lay your food when you want to eat, so you can choose to lay it over here. Then she also has a TV stand over here. It's of importance because as you can see, you can use a place like this to place your drinks. Now that a throw pillow can't help you like hold your drink, you can use this TV stand to place a drink. If it's coffee, tea, or some juice, you can place them over there. Then you can see there's also like some more decorations over here, just to like spruce up the space. There's some like nice flowers over here. There's this one. And also, as you can see guys, there's also some music system, and this is really, really important, like when you're living in such a space, especially if you're a guy, you can't dare miss this in your space. I mean, I don't need to jump into the nitty-gritties, but you really need a music system. Then as you can see, she also has a really nice mirror over here, just to like look at yourself when like you want to leave. It looks really nice. Then we also have a very nice piece of art. This is one of the first things that I noticed when like I got into the space. Looks really good, man. Like guys, your walls don't really have to be plain, man. Like just like spruce them up. You can use throw pillows. You can use like these decorations over here, the flowers. There's this piece of art over here. There's this. It helps spruce up your space. Okay, when it comes to the bed, guys, you can see how amazing this bed looks like. You don't really have to just have like two pillows on your bed, and the setup of your bed, but they can also help with the decoration of the house. You can see how amazing this bed looks like, and for her, she seemed to have found the 5 by 6 size of bed perfectly for her space. And yeah, from the look of it, it hasn't really eaten much of her space, and it was a good choice for this type of space. Then you can see even like with the colors, it also helps in the building of the character of the house. The type of colors that she has gone for. You see the red looks really amazing. She also seems to be a very big fan of like the green colors. You can see matches really well with the colors that she has chose to combine with in the house. So you can choose to mix up a lot of colors. Just doesn't have to be this, as long as it just like brings that character in your house and like makes it look amazing. What I also love about this studio, it also has this wall that is separating the living space to the kitchen and the washroom, which sort of like gives it a one bedroom type of vibe. So coming in to the kitchen, as you can see, first of all, I'll start with the lighting. Now, guys, this is where the bright type of lights really work well, because this is the kitchen. You want to see what you're doing when you're washing the utensils, when you want to cook, and even when you're taking a shower, you also want to see what you're doing. If it's the washing of the clothes, if you're bathing, you want to see what you're doing. You can see the spacing of like the fridge really spaced out, so you don't have to like squeeze yourself when you're moving around. Yeah, it's well arranged. And okay, so guys, we also have like a balcony over here. Just a place you can chill out. Watch what is happening out there. And she's also she seems to be a love of decorations a lot, as you can see. Your balcony doesn't really have to be empty. Like there's some nice plants over here. There's that. There's this one over here. Like it makes it look beautiful. So yeah, guys, that was it for today. I hope you saw that space. And this house actually only goes for 9,000 shillings. So let me know down in the comment section, do you think like it's worth that money? And yeah, I will also want you guys to rate how like she has like arranged her space from 1 to 10, and tell me down in the comment section.